Well, here we are today, and we thought we were going to take a break from the Camino and in this beautiful spot next to the Samos Monastery, talk about how we're feeling about our retirement, our financial independence journey at
Mhm.
this point.
Yeah,
For me, I've been retired now for 30 plus, oh gosh, 3 months.
3 months, 90 days. Yeah,
April, May, June. So 3 months.
yeah.
I have no longer been working, financially independent, and quit my job. So
Hmm.
I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you guys how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And Jayon, at this point, you're what,
I am 6 months in, so I did retire, stopped working on December 2023. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been 6 months.
Yeah. We did a video when Jayon was about 30 days into his
Hmm.
retirement journey.
Yeah.
And at that point, you were feeling a little,
Oh, I was not feeling well.
yeah.
Well, just for reference, we live in Canada at that time when we did record the video. It was January, as you can imagine, winter in Canada. I was not working anymore. I wanted to work, but I was basically waiting for Kristine to end, her work, and
Yeah.
then we'll be able to do what we are doing now. As you can see, the scenery is totally different. We are in Spain,
Yeah.
walking the Camino de Santiago.
Yeah. And I think at that point you were feeling really stuck. Like
Yeah,
you wanted to get moving, you wanted
mm,
to get doing stuff,
yeah.
and you were just stuck. So sorry about the lighting if it's a little weird. Okay, I think we found a good spot. Don't move. Okay. Um, but I mean, how are you feeling now? So 3 months in, you were a little stuck. You weren't
Yeah.
feeling so wonderful.
No, no. Now it's the opposite. I feel healthier. I feel happier, and the fact that we're able to do things together and not being at home watching TV or watching soccer or whatever the
Mhm.
case is, it's totally different. I mean, it's like day and night. So
Mhm.
I can't even compare. I would be in a really bad spot if you are still living in Canada, even though it is summer now in Canada, but it's totally different now.
Yeah,
Different experience.
I think it's the freedom, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel really great. I hit the ground running, unlike Jeon. I was able to stop work on the 31st of
Mhm.
March, which was the Easter weekend, which was a holiday in Canada. So we got to see family and friends. And
Yeah.
then we went to Montreal for a few days and we came back and we sold the house. And then we were on a plane and on a ship to Europe. And so for me, mine has been a little bit different. There was none of that waiting period where Jeon had, right? Like where you were
Hmm.
kind of waiting for this retirement thing to sort of kick in and start. Um, yeah. So for me, I felt really great. But like Jeon
Yeah.
said, we've been more active. We've
Yes.
been a lot more outgoing and interacting with people a lot more,
Yeah.
which is also good for the soul.
It is. It is definitely good for the soul. However, there is a caveat to this, and that's what we have been talking more and more. Every single day since we started walking the Camino, we have a goal at the end of the day, which is reach our next city, our next town. And with that, we gotta go and get moving. Once we finish the Camino, this is not gonna be the case anymore. We will be spending some time in Brazil, meaning that we are kind of going back to like a day where you don't have a lot of stuff planned. You're just gonna basically play by ear. It'll be really interesting to see what is gonna happen in a few months. And we should record that video again. So for
Yeah.
those of you who are thinking about stop working, or if you just want to have some time off, it'll be a great opportunity. And by the way, I was supposed to record my 90 days video, kind of sharing with you guys how I felt about it. I end up not doing this, but my really great friend
Yeah.
Tracy, she was very kind to send us her experience. So she did record a video about her experience, which we're gonna link to you in a few seconds.
Yeah, and it's nice because I think it's important that everybody gets a different perspective. And
Yeah.
Tracy's coming from a very different, um, she was always working towards financial independence, but she came at this retirement in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that plays into how we all feel moving through this new process. So I think it's important that there's all different
Perspectives,
experiences
right?
and
So yeah,
perspectives out
yeah,
there, right?
perspectives, which is great, right? It's
Mhm.
not only, as we always say, it's not only about us, it's about you guys, and only having our experience with you might not reflect, or might not mind, it will not reflect what everyone else has to, to go
Mhm.
through, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna pop over to Tracy's video now so you can get her perspective on her
Yeah.
90-day process,
Yeah.
and then we'll come back over here.
Hi, guys. Thanks so much for having me on to talk about what 90 days in looks like. So, my name is Tracy Collins, and I retired at 49 in December of 2023. So, first off, I just want to give a holler to anyone out there who is suffering from burnout. So, that was really the key motivator for me to take a step back from my career. So in 2023, we moved from Dubai to Mexico, then to Canada, and then back to Mexico in basically a 1 year time span, which was really, really difficult, really, really hard. And at the same time, I left one career in Dubai and then decided to start another career. Although inside I really wanted to take a break, I really felt like it would be, that I should pursue this other opportunity. And in hindsight, I probably should have just followed my sort of inner wisdom and taken a step back for a while so that I could show up. So in December, I was beyond burnt out. I was just too tired and I wanted to take a break. So that's what I have done. And 90 days in, initially I didn't think I would feel better, to be honest. I felt like maybe I had, just was too far gone. But 90 days in, I feel a lot better. The community here in Playa del Carmen is amazing. And I've really just been enjoying taking a step back. So I've been pursuing what I would say creative and social pursuits. So I started writing on Medium, which has been doing surprisingly well. And then I've just been really leaning into the expat community here, which has been very supportive. So I would essentially encourage anyone who's suffering from burnout to really think about using the tools of financial independence to maybe even just fuel a short-term gap, work gap. Um, I will share some resources that might be helpful for people considering this. I know sometimes financial independence seems almost out of reach because it's such a long game, but even starting now so that you have some, whether you want to call it emergency money, and the financial independence, they often talk about fuck you money. I would call it fuck it money, like where you're just like, I can't anymore. I actually have a post about that. So anyway, so I can say that taking a break really has a lot of rewards. So if it's something you're interested in, then just build towards it. Thanks so much for having me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, change the angle a little bit because frankly, we were in a giant shadow. Um, but as you can see, everybody's experiences are always going to be a little bit different. And I think that people think that jumping into retirement is going to be a bunch of, you know, bells and whistles and everything's going to be
Mm-hmm.
great. And so far for me, that's been the case. However, I fear going to Brazil because I fear that once the excitement of traveling for the first 3 months is over and we're
Mm-hmm.
sort of slowing it down to what we're going to have as a normal pace,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? Right. So it's going to be another change coming up here in a few weeks for us.
Yeah, we can definitely change and adapt to that new reality, which is we have to kind of do something. We cannot stay at home, and this is not how I feel that we are,
Hmm.
which is definitely gonna help us moving forward on our new lifestyle. What we have been experiencing now, it's been amazing, it's been great. I totally recommend if you are planning to stop working, do something like this. Go out and experience and have, even if you don't want to stop work like 100%,
Yeah.
if you wanted to have some time off, go and experience that.
Yeah.
Walk the Camino for a few days or a few weeks
Or just
and
a different
see.
journey.
Yeah,
Do something special to mark
yeah.
the occasion. Yeah.
And it's funny because when we talk to people about what are they gonna do, and they are all surprised, oh, how come are you guys able to stop working and enjoying life now? And it's It's hard work, as you guys, can definitely understand.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be interesting. Like Gean said, maybe we'll do yet another check-in once we hit Brazil, maybe by the end of August, because by then we're going to
Yeah.
have several weeks of just being stationary.
Stationary, yeah.
The Camino will be over, and it'll be interesting to see how we're feeling
Yeah,
as that comes along.
that's true.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tracy, for sending us your video and your experience. I'm gonna link down below the article that Tracy mentioned before. You should go and take a look and see her perspective on what she's doing and what she's adapting to this new reality as well. We are gonna enjoy, what she has to say.
Yeah. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different, but we thought we just wanted to kind of take a minute and chat about how we were feeling. I mean, my experience was very different than Jean's, and both of our experiences were very different than Tracy's, and everyone's experiences are going to be different.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to realize it's okay if things aren't going great. Jean's wasn't going great up front, but 3 months in, it took a different turn, and who
Yeah.
knows? 2 months from now, maybe it's going to take another turn for me, and it's not going to be so great. But we'll check in and see.
Yeah. Thank you again. I'm gonna link down now a video where you can see our first conversation when I was it 30 days?
Mhm.
60 days in. I can't recall.
3 months in.
3 months in. There we go.
Something
I'm
like
gonna record the other video where she interviewed me all of a sudden. I was not expecting anything.
that.
Sorry about the video, like the lighting and everything, but we should now
I
go
know.
and appreciate the
The
day.
view.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down
Yeah.
below, and any suggestions about how we should structure life moving forward,
Yeah.
slow traveling would also be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Thank you again. We hope that we're well, safe, and we'll see you in our next video.
Take care, guys.
Bye.